Ay, Dios mío.
Yes! Yes! Adios mío.
Ay, Dios
Ay,
mío.
Dios mío.
Oh my
Say I.
Ay,
God.
Dios.
Mío.
Me.
Hey,
Mio.
Mio. Okay.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
gotta work on that.
Yeah.
I went to Weaver High School. They said they taught me Spanish.
That's what I'm here for. The more you know.
Oh man. So let me throw an instrumental in the background before we go in, because I have a lot of questions.
Earl seems stunned.
Do it.
He seems speechless.
I love it when I leave people speechless. I love it when Earl is just like flustered with himself. Like he don't even know what to do.
Like, I've been noticing this for the past 10 years of going to open mics between the Russell to my brother's spots in Bridgeport. Shout out to Post Realm, Bridgeport, Be the Storyteller and all that. And just other spots. How come like the whole slam poetry thing is like, it's kind of like WWF wrestling and like kind of like hip hop in a sense.
Well,
Like there's different characters going around now.
Alright, and I don't mean this to be like in a disrespectful
No,
manner
not
or
at
anything
all.
like that, but I don't care.
Mhm.
I don't care to compete with other people in terms of poetry. Like my poetry is for me.
Yes.
I am mad grateful that people connect to it. I'm mad grateful that it moves other people.
Yes.
When I'm home or when I'm wherever I'm at or when I'm in that mental space where I'm creating poetry or art or anything like that, I'm not doing it for anybody. I ain't doing it for a score. I'm not doing it to perform and entertain. I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
The fact that it does entertain and or again that it makes people feel something, I think that's dope.
Yeah.
But I think that they connect to it so much because I'm trying to stay true to myself, and that's not to knock the people that are competing.
Yeah.
But that's just not for me.
Yeah.
I don't fit into that because I'm not trying to compete with anybody in terms of how it is that I express myself.
Because knowing you for a lot of years now, it's been a lot of years.
It has been, yes.
Because you've been through a lot of life experiences, and you put it all on the paper in a sense. So what you've been through in life, you don't feel like competing with other people about what they've been through in life. You just want to just help somebody out of a situation, or just help like get your mind off of whatever you've been through. So in a sense, is more what, therapeutic and whatnot?
It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic. Sometimes it's educational.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just wanting to get some sort of message across, if that's the case. But in terms of slam, like, big ups to whoever it is that likes to slam and likes to compete and things like that. But it's just not for me. And it's not to say that I don't think I have any skills, because I'll slaughter you. But but I don't. It doesn't feel right to me to do that. It doesn't feel right to me to do that. It feels the same way that it does when people ask me, like, for a percentage of my artwork to have it up in their venue or something like that. If I sell it, it's like, no, you didn't help me to make this. You don't know what I had to go through to make this or to get this, or all the thinking that goes behind it, all the work that goes behind it, because this is work. And this is hard work.
I'm happy you brought that up, because like I said, it's a conversation we're going to have off air about entities that we all know.
That means Earl's going to curse.
I feel like it needs to be recorded, because like that's a conversation that people need to see. I'm just saying this in
for
general.
real. And I think artists need to hear that, though. Like, you don't have to do it a certain way. I don't think if you want to, because when I first tried out slamming, I tried it out because I thought it would be a great work. My biggest investment in it was that it would be a great way to network, to travel and things like that. But I don't have to slam in order to do all of those things. I can still get my poetry out there, perform it, and you know what? If there's not events out there for me to go and do my thing, I'm gonna create my own. Which I have been doing,
You're your own boss.
And if anything, I wanna inspire other people to do that. Because again, if you are into slamming, amazing, do it up if that's what's working for you. But if there isn't, I want you to know that there's a million billion other ways to do this, and you don't have to follow in other people's footsteps to do so. Sometimes you have to blaze your own path. And people say, oh, you don't want to reinvent the wheel or anything like that. But sometimes you do. Sometimes you'd rather fly. So do that.
In a sense, it's like, instead of you like, okay, trying to like like it's always good to collab and whatnot. It's always good to
Absolutely.
work with other people. But I like how prime example how we met was what was it, Hole in the Wall Theater.
Yeah.
No, actually we met before that, but
we met here at CCSU.
Yeah, but one of the events we did was Hole in the Wall Theater, and big ups to them and whatnot because they're doing good stuff for the city of New Britain and whatnot. But the thing is, we had ideas like during those meetings we went to. I'm like, why is it like that, or why is it like this?
Right.
So anytime you asking that why question, you could just branch out and do it the way you want to do it.
Exactly. And instead of feeling defeated or feeling like those are walls, it's just it's opportunity. That's all it is. There's only space and opportunity.
And I think that was a good learning experience because off of that experience, I think a lot of people that were paying attention to certain systems in that kind of realized like, hold on, I could do this a different way and make it more beneficial for our people.
And the right people will come. And
exactly.
The right people will come because you're always going to be filling a void for somebody.
Yeah, because if what's the saying? If you build it, they will come.
If you build it, they will come.
Yes. Yes. So I'm just happy that we're building the right environment. So the right energy, the right people. Because we could do a lot of things with a budget and whatnot, but a lot of times with a budget and all that, it's not the right energy.
Applying for money is like, please. I hate asking people for money.
Yeah.
I work in nonprofits, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of this, a lot of the folks that want to collaborate or some of the folks that want to build something like for the city of Hartford, shout out to Hartford. They want to keep asking the city for money and asking like, you shouldn't. I have always felt, and I still feel to this day, like you shouldn't have to beg people for money to do the right thing. And art has always been one of those always right things. So I just feel like it needs to be something that's more grassroots and more coming from the people instead of the people constantly asking the same systems that have never been supported to support the right thing.
And you got to remember, the system was never made for us. And I just like how the music just stops on that note. So let's get into another public service announcement, and then I'm pretty sure you have another piece.
I got billions. So.
You have a lot.
I do.
Let me not even be bashful about your art. You have a lot.
Shout out to
You already know 107.7 WFCS.